What's up, my fellow Crazoozalites? How's everyone doing today? Since it is getting closer and closer to Halloween, I thought, why not do like a Halloween type themed video? But it's also like a movie review video. Know what I mean? Ernest Scared Stupid. And I remember watching this like a lot as a young lad, and I remember being a little bit scared of it. So I thought, what better way to celebrate Halloween than to go back and rewatch it and share with you guys the movie. Found a free version of the film on YouTube. It's like an hour and 30 something minutes, I don't know, maybe an hour 50. But go check it out. It's gonna be in the eye and also the description down below. So just feel free to go check it out afterwards. So without further ado, I'll just like jump into it and describe scenes and then show you as well. Let's get into it. Okay, so Ernest Scared Stupid. The beginning of the movie is so ridiculous because like has this quote unquote spooky music playing while Ernest, the main guy, is just like making a bunch of faces and weird ooh noises while a bunch of scenes from like past scary movies play, and it's so stupid. It really is. It really is. Just like there'll be just a 2-second clip of like the Wolfman and he'll just go ooh. It's something else, man. It really is something else just to watch. The music is okay. Like, I don't know if this is just the nostalgia for me, but I like the music, at least in the beginning. I think it's cool, but hey, it's a stupid Halloween movie. Okay, after that amazing introduction, we then are sent back in time to like the 1600s, I guess, and we see a little girl get chased by this monster. We don't see the monster because we're seeing it from his perspective, but he just gets chased and captured and then gets like banished underneath a prison tree. And then we learn that the whole thing is like hocus pocus. It's literally the beginning of Hocus Pocus, for like the monster or witches get captured and then they die, but then right before they die, the monster and witches, they set a prophecy that they will rise again when someone says the certain words. And then we come back to the present day in a classroom with someone telling a story and then people being like, nah, that's fake, not real, boo. But it's literally just like a spoof off Hocus Pocus, which I'm pretty sure came first. If not, ooh.
We got the monster that the heck brought children. Right, children. Get the chains on it. I got him.
Right. Here he shall be buried, and this oak tree will seal his fate. Its roots will be his prison, which must never be disturbed.
Hear me, Phineas Warrow. When the face of death covers the moon, one with your blood in his veins will release me. And victory will at last be mine!
I banish you to eternal darkness.
So, in the hours just before midnight, The people of Briarville buried Trencher the Troll in the cold, damp ground. The end.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Class, what did you think of her report?
That's bull. It's not bull. I read it in a book.
But after that, like, we get an introduction of the kids, like the main kids. I'm pretty sure it's Elizabeth and then Kenny, I don't know. And then after that, we meet the main guy himself, Ernest P. Worrell. We learn that he is an idiot and also in charge of the garbage truck for some reason. He he gets stuck in the trash compactor in the garbage truck, which already another movie reference, Star Wars. Only he doesn't make it out. He gets squished.
Yeah, when they hired me as sanitary engineer, they had no idea that I was actually Ernest P. Worrell, man of destiny, ruler of refuse, a man who has taken dominion over his environment. Rim shot! That was close. I'm gonna be squished.
This should open it. Way to go, you did it.
Which I wish was the end of the movie, but it wasn't. It still keeps going. So after Ernest gets threatened by the sheriff to be fired if he doesn't do the job, he still doesn't do the job, but like the kids get bullied, so Ernest decides to help them and find a tree house. Like they find a tree for a tree house, and it turns out that the tree that they find, the one tree, the perfect tree, is the same exact tree that imprisons the monster from like before the story. And it's crazy, man.
Remember, if any of us get separated, there's an old pioneer way of finding north. The bark always grows on the outside of a tree.
Is he serious?
I'm afraid so.
This is it. The foundation of the high ground. Tree of the stars. This is a tree to die for.
Now, come on, kids. This'll be fun. I've been collecting this stuff for years.
Well, I guess we gotta give it a try. No guts, no glory.
Yes, just as the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, a treehouse begins with a single nail. Observe.
Here he shall be buried, and this oak tree will seal his fate. Its roots will be his prison, which must never be disturbed.
So they make the treehouse. They make all this noise, and then somehow, like, they run into the old woman who is also from the time of when the monster was once roaming, even though it's hundreds of years ago. But still, like, she comes around and is like, "No, why this tree? Don't do it. Go away." And her and Ernest go have a talk about like why that tree is no good because there's a troll underneath, and all it takes is Ernest to say like certain words, because he's a descendant of the guy who put him under the tree. I don't get it either. It's...
He can only be awakened on the night before Halloween.
Like tonight.
When a world
Like you.
places his hand on a tree like this and says,
Yea, I call thee forth, Trantor.
but what are the chances of that happening?
Ooh, the troll is alive. He comes back. He comes back, and all he needs is 5 children to raise an army of trolls to rule the world. And apparently his name is Trantor. I never realized that as a kid, but apparently they just gloss over it. They mention it once, and for the rest of the movie they call him the troll or monster, ghoul. But his name is Trantor, and he's ugly. He ugly, man. He is ugly. He's got like 2 noses. Gross. But immediately after, immediately the night that they get the treehouse all done, they win a battle against the bullies. They start to go home, and then one kid gets taken by the troll. He gets turned into a wooden doll, and that's all it takes. Just one doll, and just one wooden doll, and it starts the process of the spores coming down from the tree to create more trolls.
Children grow.
I should also add that the special effects in this film, there was clearly a low budget. There was clearly a budget of like $100 or less, because man, they spent all the money just on Jim Varney. These effects do not look good. You can tell that they were botched. News gets around that the one kid goes missing, but no one really knows why except for Ernest and maybe 2 other kids. But they're trying to tell everyone, and he's running around with a megaphone yelling, "The trolls are coming!" But people don't care. They just think he's crazy because he's the stupid lunatic of the town. That's him. He doesn't care, and then eventually a couple more kids get taken, turned into wooden dolls, including the main girl. I think it was Elizabeth or whatever. She gets taken from inside her own home in her bed, which is not a great shot and not a great scene, but definitely I remember it the most out of any scene of the movie. She's just leaning over her bed to check if there's monsters. Nothing there. She's like, "Oh, thank goodness." And she rolls over, and it's in the bed with her. What a twist. But yeah, the troll now has 4 children's souls in the wooden dolls at the tree. They only need one more, and then the army will rise from the ground or whatever. And so we finally get a small confrontation between Ernest and the troll. And it's right at the tree, and then in his truck. And then right at the peak of the fight, the troll's on the ground, he's pulling a rope against the truck, and then the truck goes in reverse, and it just demolishes the troll. just watch the scene.
How about a bumper sandwich, booger lips? Bingo! You got him, Rimshot.
Just gets completely biffed by the truck. Okay, there was that, and then after that there was a big Halloween party at the school, and like everyone's there, and then the troll just completely crashes it. People think it's a costume, but no, it's a real troll. And with that, we finally realized that Milk is like kryptonite to the troll. He don't like milk. Milk is a no-no. He's lactose intolerant. But at the party, he gets Ernest's dog, Rimshot, I believe, and turns that into wood, but he doesn't take it. It was just out of spite. And that's what really motivates Ernest to go kill the darn troll. And also the troll got another soul, so the trolls are coming. It's gonna happen. We then cut to the big tree, the tree house, and the troll has all the kits. He has all the souls that he needs, and the pods start falling from the tree. Ernest gets there to try to stop it, but to no avail. The trolls are here. And then the parents show up from the Halloween party at the school because they noticed something was up. They saw the troll and they were like, let's go get him. But once the trolls like pop out of the ground, like they just start harassing the parents. Not killing them, not like torturing them, just like being a minor inconvenience to them. There was one adult dressed as like a bee with just a small troll on his back. He's like, there's a troll on my back, oh help, get it off. And the troll's not even doing anything. He's just like riding him like a horse.
Worrell selects a ball and steps to the line. It looks like a tricky 7-10 split. A hush falls over the crowd. Here it comes, the famous Worrell twist. The release. Yes, it's good. The crowd goes wild.
But Ernest is in the treehouse, so the adult's on the ground, and he's running around doing, trying to fight off the trolls. Not really helping though. And then the kids finally show up with milk. They finally got milk. They get squirt guns. They. Oof. Again, I told you guys the special effects are bad in this, but just watch when they melt the trolls.
Dad!
No!
You sure this milk thing's gonna work? We're gonna find out.
Whoa! No! Kenny, no! No, Kenny, no!
Milk works, Dad! It really works! Yes!
It's literally just a pile of goo. But after the kids like win the battle with the trolls, the main troll, Trantor, he goes like underneath the tree where he was imprisoned, and he like prays to the demon gods to grant him more powerful, to make him indestructible. And he does. He gets grosser. He grows more horns, more things on his ears. They were gross. And milk don't work on him anymore. No more milk don't work. He's not lactose intolerant anymore. Ooh. And that's when Ernest realizes that it takes the other thing to beat him. It was either milk or like love. That was it. Milk or love. And then rather than fighting the troll, Ernest is like, give me a hug, I love you. And then the troll just dies.
so cute.
That's it. That's really it. This movie, no matter like how bad it is, no matter how much of a pain it was to watch, I enjoyed it only because of the nostalgia that it brought me. Because I would watch this movie, Ernest goes to camp, and Ernest goes to jail, like a lot. I had the 3 DVD set, I had the box set, and I would watch this a lot. I would watch it with my grandparents. My sister would sometimes watch. She loved the goes to camp movie because there were some good scenes with like turtles. Turtles, yeah. But yeah, it was from the 90s. Like he was very popular in the 90s, and then like commercials and all that. But this was just comedy, Halloween comedy. What's the troll? Yeah, comedy. That's the whole reason for the movie, just to be funny and also spooky. That's Ernest Scared Stupid. Give it a watch, guys. Like it's so much better than like the Scary Godmother thing from last year, because this is an actual movie with somewhat good writing. You know, it's a movie. It's a Halloween movie. That's all you can say. So just give it a watch, guys. I rate this on a 1 to 10 scale. I give it a 6 on the Crazoozal Halloween movie scale. A 6. Yeah. 6. But again, I encourage you guys to check it out. Watch it. Go watch Ernest Goes to Camp. That's honestly my favorite too, of like all of his movies. Funny. But yeah. Anyways, I'm Crazoozal. Hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.